and welcome, I'm Ankit Tuteja and you are watching Tech It Out. This week, we talk about the Chinese hacking group behind the global cyber espionage campaign. Find out about a new Chinese app that is attracting young Americans. And we explain why the high-speed train concept Hyperloop is back in the headlines. Let's get started. There is a Chinese hacking group that has a history of spying on politicians and their staff around the world. It has been linked to several high-profile cyber attacks. We get you more details in this report.
The United States and Britain have accused China of a sweeping cyber espionage campaign. The US and the UK have announced sanctions on a company and individuals tied to a Chinese state-backed hacking entity, Advanced Persistent Threat Group 31. It is also called APT31. Let's know everything about the Chinese hacking group that is said to be behind the global cyber espionage campaign. American and British authorities call APT31 an arm of China's Ministry of State Security. According to the US Treasury Department, APT31 is a collective of Chinese state-sponsored intelligence officers, contract hackers, and attendant staff that engage in hacking activities and malicious cyber operations. The group, also known as Zirconium, has operated through a front company, WION XRZ, from 2010 until January 2024. APT31 and Chinese security authorities are said to have targeted millions of people, mostly in the US and Britain. They include politicians, lawmakers, policy experts, activists, and journalists. As part of the cyber intrusion campaign, the hackers sent more than 10,000 malicious emails to targets all over the world. Once opened, the emails installed tracking software that let hackers know the victim's location, IP addresses, and even the devices they used to get email. The indictment alleges that the operation was backed by Beijing. According to the US authorities, the aim was to repress critics of the Chinese government, compromise government institutions, spy on and track high-level political figures, and steal trade secrets. The US Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control has sanctioned WION XRZ and 7 Chinese individuals. US authorities have offered rewards of up to $10 million for information on the hackers. The British government has also sanctioned the same WION company along with the 2 men, Ni and Zhao. WION XRZ is formally listed as a firm engaged in technology development and consulting on China's Kichacha Company Information Database with less than 50 staff. The firm was established in 2010 with a registered capital of 250,000 yuan, which is approximately $35,000 US. The current legal owner is listed as Wang Hongyi, who took over from a previous owner in late 2023. China has lashed out at the United States and the United Kingdom for imposing the sanctions.
China is strongly dissatisfied and firmly opposed to this and has made solemn representations to relevant parties. And we urge the US and the British to stop politicizing cybersecurity issues, stop slandering and smearing China and imposing unilateral sanctions, and to stop cyber attacks against China. China will take necessary measures to resolutely safeguard its legitimate rights and interests.
Several other countries have also lobbed hacking and cyber attack allegations against China. Well, China may deny the charges, but let's not forget, time and again, Beijing has been accused of attempts to spy on the rest of the world.
TikTok is not the only Chinese app that you should be worried about. Many other Chinese-owned apps are gaining popularity among users. They could also pose similar challenges as TikTok. In this report, we talk about one such Chinese app that is proving to be a hit in the US. Watch this story for more details.
Are the golden days of TikTok over? Why do we say that? because it looks like a new social media app is here to outthrow TikTok. At least in the Western markets. We're talking about the app called Xiaohongshu, which translates to Little Red Book in English. The app has over 3 million monthly active users. According to reports, young Americans are now signing up on Xiaohongshu. They have a reason to set up their account on this new Chinese social media app. Basically, users in the US are tired of receiving fake compliments and offensive comments, something that is quite common on almost all social media platforms. Let's understand it better with an example. In the West, when you ask someone, "How do I look?" chances are they'll say, "You look great," no matter what. It is this politically correct statement that the American youth is opposing. They believe Xiaohongshu provides them with honest and civil feedback. Case in point, if a user wants an honest opinion on a haircut, they explicitly ask for it. App users also don't shy away from sharing their true opinions. Some share tips on how it could be made better. Others are quick to give advice on what hairstyle would look best according to their face structure. While Xiaohongshu is gaining popularity in the US now, the app has been in existence for years. The Chinese online platform, which was established in 2013, is often described as Beijing's answer to Instagram. It started as an app for Chinese travelers seeking shopping tips. Over the years, Xiaohongshu has evolved into a user-generated encyclopedia. It focuses on beauty, shopping, travel, and lifestyle. Bizarre topics like how to get through pregnancy or recover from divorce are also discussed on this social media app. The emergence of a new Chinese online app could not be more ill-timed for TikTok. Understand that if TikTok doesn't adhere to American laws, the app could soon be banned in the country. According to a bill passed by the US House of Representatives, ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, has 6 months to divest TikTok or face a total ban in the country. Apart from the US, the UK government too has raised concerns over TikTok's security policy. TikTok is already banned in many countries, including India. There are fears that TikTok could harvest user data, which could be exploited by China. When it comes to Chinese apps, privacy has always been a cause of concern. Now it remains to be seen how the US authorities would deal with the growing popularity of Xiaohongshu, which could become the next TikTok.
Hyperloop has been in the news for 10 years and now it's back in the spotlight. The cutting-edge travel technology, which represents a bold and exciting vision for the future of transportation, is set to cut journey times between cities from hours to minutes. Here is more.
Hyperloop, a high-speed transportation system that can cut down travel time by hours. It involves capsules floating on magnetic fields that zip at speeds of around 700 kilometers per hour through low-pressure tubes. This was originally the brainchild of billionaire US entrepreneur Elon Musk. He envisioned being able to whisk passengers between San Francisco and Los Angeles in under half an hour. Subsequently, several companies around the world have announced plans for pilot projects. And now, the Dutch Hyperloop Center aims to advance futuristic transport technology. Look at this 420-meter white steel tube that runs alongside a railway line in the wind-swept northern Netherlands. The tube is the heart of the new European Hyperloop Center. It will be a proving ground in the coming years for developers of the evolving technology. Its designers are confident that it will usher in a new form of transport that could compete with rail and air. Its advocates tout it as far more efficient than short-haul flights, high-speed rail and freight trucks.
I expect by 2030 you will have first Hyperloop routes of maybe 5 kilometers in which we will actually be transporting passengers. And actually, there's already preparations being done for such routes in, for example, Italy or India.
It's important to note that not everybody is as optimistic about Hyperloop's future. Some have questioned the cost of building the system.
Because we built the European Hyperloop Center, and from what we have built, we know that we can be competitive with high-speed rail. And then we have not even included all the cost optimizations that we can do in the coming decade to reduce that even further.
The first test capsule, built by Dutch Hyperloop pioneer Hardit Hyperloop, will take part in the first tests at the center. It's funded by private investment as well as contributions from the provincial government. A unique feature of the WION tube is that it features a switch where it splits into 2 separate tubes, a piece of infrastructure that will be critical to real-life applications.
So lane switching is very important for Hyperloop because it allows vehicles to travel from any origin to any destination. So it really creates a network effect where you sort of have a highway of tubes, and vehicles can take an on and off ramp, or they can take a lane switch to go to a different part of Europe or to a different destination.
While testing continues in WION, Hyperloop developers hope destinations for their technology are forthcoming. According to Lam, the main challenge is finding government commitments to build routes and finding new funding to develop the test facility.
The Paris Olympics are fast approaching. The temptation to disrupt the games will undoubtedly be very strong for cyber criminals. France could face various cyber risks during the games. But it seems that the French authorities already have a solution in place. This report tells you more.
In today's digital age, cybersecurity has become a cause of concern for companies, governments, and individuals around the world. With Paris gearing up to host the 2024 Olympics, the French armed forces are reviewing their cyber capabilities ahead of the major sporting event. The aim is to avoid cyber-related incidents during the 2024 Olympics.
During the Olympics and beyond, you'll have people who want the publicity, like criminals, or who will want to tarnish France's image. That's why a combination of a cyber attack and an attack of influence, which aims to bring discredit, could be significant.
Il s'agissait pas d'une menace extrêmement élaborée.
Different branches of the French military, including the Air Force and the Navy, are conducting live exercises to test the country's cyber defenses.
We talk to our partners, especially when it comes to cyber defense and sharing information about threats. As soon as we have detected malware, specific means of action, we share this between ourselves so that we all can guard ourselves against it. By protecting each other, we quash its proliferation.
The 2-week-long test will help evaluate the military's readiness in the event of a cyber attack. The live drill comes 2 weeks after a cyber attack paralyzed much of the government's internal communication services.
Electric vehicles are dominating this year's Bangkok International Motor Show. Companies like VinFast and BYD are among the manufacturers showing off their latest models. Take a look.
Electric vehicles have taken center stage at the Bangkok International Motor Show. Vietnamese automaker VinFast is planning to sell electric vehicles in Thailand. VinFast's collection of electric-powered models will soon be available to the Thai public. The company has tied up with top auto dealerships to open nearly 24 showrooms across the country. But VinFast, which only began exporting its EVs last year, will face stiff competition in Thailand from Chinese automakers like BYD. Wudang Yenhang, the CEO of VinFast Thailand, however, is not concerned by the rivals.
Very excited, and from the very first day I arrived here, I've been well received by the dealers, and so far managed to sign several agreements, and we look forward to them opening our showroom in the next 2 months and start selling the cars.
China's EV manufacturers are creating a buzz at the show too. Leading brand BYD has a wide range of new models. It sold 30,650 EVs in Thailand last year. The company hopes to grow that figure by expanding choice with plans to sell 5 models soon to the Thai market. The list doesn't include its U9 supercar, which is being displayed outside China for the very first time. Among other Chinese firms pitching into the Thai EV market is the Hangzhou company Zeekr. It has a range of models at the Bangkok show. XPeng, which is a startup based in the southern Chinese city of Guangzhou, has just one car at the motor show, and that is the G6. XPeng's chief marketing officer says the company is testing the waters at the show.
Before now, it has been pretty much fierce competition already, but you can see a lot of price war going on in the Chinese EV market. For us, we are pretty confident that we are a new and good addition to the whole market, because we introduced something totally new. We target on premium segment, however, on the very high-tech products that we have to offer. So we're pretty confident that there's a wide space for us to come into the market.
XPeng is also showing off one of this year's talking points. Its E-Rot Voyager X2 flying concept car. The futuristic vehicle can be flown in China, but is only on display in Bangkok since the company does not have a license to fly it in Thailand. The 45th Bangkok International Motor Show is not just about vehicles on the ground.
The highlight this year would be that most automakers are joining us here, including Japanese, European and Chinese. If you compare to other countries, in Japan, most of them would be Japanese brands. In Europe, most of them would be European automakers. But Thailand welcomes every country to invest and sell their products.
All in all, 50 auto companies are showing their wares at the show. The ongoing motor show will run until April 7th.
On Tech It Out, we keep bringing you interesting and inspiring stories from around the world. In this story, we introduce you to a woman who has set a new world record. Here is more.
Meet Lexi Alford, a 25-year-old American woman who has set a new world record. She's the first person to circumnavigate the globe in an all-electric vehicle. Adventurer Lexi Alford from Miami drove 30,000 kilometers through 27 countries. She crossed 6 continents in the new electric Ford Explorer. Alford has received her record certificate from Record Setter, a world records organization similar to the Guinness World Records.
I'm feeling absolutely speechless. This has been the honor and a privilege of a lifetime to be able to travel around the world in an electric vehicle, and honestly a little bit of a relief because I'm feeling so exhausted from the past 200 days on the road.
Defying freezing conditions, power outages in Africa, and a lack of charging infrastructure in Chile's Atacama Desert, Alford made it back to the south of France, where she started her Charge Around the Globe journey on September 8, 2023. Over the course of Alford's 6-month journey, she had to use alternative charging solutions, such as DC fast chargers, household outlets, solar panels, and portable battery packs.
I hope that through my journey around the world, I've shown that we're very much able to drive an electric vehicle in Europe every day.
This is not Lexi Alford's first world record. At the age of 21, she became the Guinness World Record holder for the youngest person to travel all sovereign countries.
YouTube recently removed over 2 million videos in India. Apple is all set to host its annual conference. The week gone by was buzzing with a lot of exciting tech developments, and we bring you the most interesting ones in a tech wrap.
Apple will hold its Worldwide Developers Conference from June 10 to June 14. This comes amid reports that the iPhone maker is in talks for AI partnership and could unveil significant changes to the iOS. The event will highlight updates to the software powering iPhones, iPads, and other Apple devices. Investors are closely looking out for updates on artificial intelligence development at Apple, which has so far spoken little about incorporating the technology into its devices. YouTube removed over 2 million user-generated videos in India between October and December 2023. These videos were removed for violating the video platform's community guidelines. According to YouTube's Community Guidelines Enforcement Report, the company removed 9 million videos globally. India ranks number 1 on the list. 2.25 million videos in India were taken down during that period. This is followed by Singapore and the US. Over 96% of the videos taken down were first flagged by machines and not humans. So what kind of content was deleted by YouTube? Videos related to harmful acts, child safety, misinformation, nudity and sexual content were removed in the fourth quarter of 2023. Elon Musk's AI startup xAI has announced a new update. Its chatbot Grok will be enabled for all premium subscribers of social media platform X. Previously, the chatbot was available only to Premium Plus subscribers. As more advertisers move away from the microblogging platform, the billionaire has stressed on reducing the company's reliance on advertising. He has also turned his focus towards more attractive subscription plans. Meta's oversight board has called on the company to end its blanket ban on a common usage of the Arabic word shaheed, which means martyr in English. After a year-long review, the oversight board says the company unnecessarily suppressed the speech of millions of users. The board, which is funded by Meta but operates independently, says the social media giant should remove posts containing the word shaheed only when they are linked to clear signs of violence or if they separately break other Meta rules. The ruling comes after years of criticism of the company's handling of content. Meta would review the board's feedback and respond within 60 days.
Well, that's all we have for you in this episode of Tech It Out. We will continue to bring you exciting inventions and updates on the latest gadgets. I will be back soon. Until then, keep watching WION World is One. And yes, don't forget to follow us on social media. For now, it's me, Ankit Oteja, signing off.